Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of commodities, work our way through the dollar, yields, precious metals, and commodities ETFs that I follow. Give you a whole bunch of my opinion as we go. And don't forget to click the thumb up button. That helps the algos. If you need any help with anything, check out finding-value.com. We still have a discount. Discount is the coupon code. If you'd like to sign up and join our community, that's where I go over the individual companies and how to rip this thing apart in the commodities sector. So let's dive in here. Let's see what's going on today. Dollar's flat, but if I were to take a guess that this is going to go up, why do I think that? So whenever I see this type of trading action here, where you get large green candlesticks, small red candlesticks like this, and then we don't have much of a selling pressure move to the downside, makes me think we want to go up. It's also somewhat cheating knowing that yields are rocketing to the upside. So dollar is definitely going higher in my opinion because of the yields. Looking at yields, 2-year yield just ripping it. Is this a fake out, a master fake out downside? And then that's a slingshot to the upside. So higher for longer, or we're going for higher longs, longer highs. I don't know, however you want to say that. Yeah, it looks like we're going higher. That's going to cause a rotation of money into our stuff. Commodities, that is. 10-year yield, ripping it higher. Pretty strong closing there, too. We are sitting on top of a pattern, and that is engaged the launch. This was a flag pattern of some sort, and it is ripping. It is ripping. TYX also up on the 30-year yield. TYX-TNX ratio, we are getting reinversion. So the curve is inverting, going lower, where the longer end of the curve, the 10-year is going up at a faster rate than the 30-year. I'll just say that. And it's going back down. That's not necessarily great for gold and silver, historically. Bond prices still getting smoked. Is this a double bottom? Not exactly sure. Or are we going to rip this thing to the downside? I wouldn't doubt that this could rip to the downside here, guys. This doesn't look that great, and I don't see a ton of reversal candlesticks anywhere in that circle there. No bullish engulfings, no bearish, bullish piercings, or anything like that. So we could still see bond prices go down and yields continue to the upside. Gold, being resilient, still looks very good. Now, in the 1970s, gold started to go up when the 10-year went above 5. Well, we're closing in on 5% here, guys. That is looking a little bit, I don't know, similar to the 1970s. So gold does look like it wants to go higher here. I don't see selling pressure with these yields. Nice good bounce, nice big bullish candlestick, small selling pressure. That looks good to go higher. So gold's looking good. Gold is looking very good. And look at silver. Silver is not going down with yields going up and the yield curve inverting, much like the 70s. Now, why do I say that? What could be occurring, and I don't know this yet, we do not have this being confirmed, but we could see a breakdown of the relationship of the yield curve inverting and gold and silver going down like we've seen in the past 40 years. If we get a nice good break here, guys, it is going to be, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya, big old move, and we could break on a yearly close. About $30 is our breaking point for this big cup and handle on a yearly close basis. Keep in mind, we're at 23 bucks and silver moves. Silver moves like a raped ape, the silver apes. This thing could bust out at any second, close above the 30 by year end, and we have a yearly break where silver's about to rip. And it could be like the 70s. Again, we haven't done this yet. I'm just setting up the setup here. Platinum also moving higher. about 0.53% today. So that's looking good. And palladium still consolidating or going lower in this gigantic wedge. Could this be a bottom, or do we get a false kind of little breakdown like this and go up? We very well could. All that means is I think platinum is going to get more buying pressure, even if palladium goes up. Now, here's something that's interesting. XAU to gold ratio. XAU to gold ratio. What do we have? Big bullish candlestick today. 2% outperformance of gold and silver mining companies. People are buying the gold and silver mining companies as gold traded sideways today. That's looking pretty positive. I like what I'm seeing. If we can break up out of here, guys, we are going to a land far, far away. I'll just say that. CRB index up today, 0.25, looking good, above support. This looks like we could go higher at any second. CRB versus the S&P 500 up 0.26%, basically sideways. I still think this looks good to go higher with this lead-in of larger movements, smaller movements into a potential move to the upside, where commodities will outperform the S&P 500. We've got GDX up 1.83, up against resistance, but it is ripping through that resistance right now, looking good. GDXJ, same thing. SILJ, same thing. We're ripping to the upside. SILJ is trying to reclaim that resistance line right above it. Crude oil up 0.6%. Crude oil, I think we're going higher. We are going to go way higher. Way, way, way higher is my guess. This is, I think, the third wave that is coming, and that is when the big move occurs. I think a lot of sectors are all starting to move to the upside, which is getting me more confident because as other sectors go up that are correlated to crude oil, that makes me think that crude oil is going to continue higher. And with the interest rates going up, crude oil and interest rates go up together, and money rotates into inflation-protected things when interest rates go up. So I'm pretty positive on crude oil futures. TTF doing well today, up 1.2%. That's going to go higher. We go look at it from a weekly basis. This thing is just a little bloody nose there that's ready to rip. Natural gas down a little bit. It's doing its retest move, and I like it right where it's at. I really do. Watch for the companies to start moving. And you guys know what companies those are if you're part of the channel, which ones I like. There's a few. XOP, yeah, you know me, ripping higher today. We're starting to break through this neckline, guys. Here's the neckline that we've got on this inverted head and shoulders. This is starting to break out. What does this mean? It means a big move could potentially come. And I mean a big move. So you guys better be ready. You better be locked and loaded. You better know what's going on. You better get your companies all figured out here, because basically we've got a breakout, a retest, and this thing is going to go, and the last form of resistance that's keeping this all together is the neckline here. And when we start to break out, and I'm seeing this in individual companies, we could get a big move. OIH is another one that is looking good. Nice big bullish engulfing today. What does that mean? Bullish engulfings are generally bullish to move to the upside. We're moving in this channel, but that doesn't mean it will stay in the channel forever. If we get a break in crude oil, third leg style is what I'm saying, the third wave, this could break and have a monster move ahead of it. Much like this move where we consolidate kind of in a corner, and then you break on up. You consolidate into a corner. We've been moving sideways, and I think when we start to break through some of these levels here, there's a little resistance level coming through here. We break through 430-ish, and we're going to get moving. It's going to be a fun little ride for us, guys. Fun little ride. Sprout Physical Uranium Trust. Let's see what we've got here. No way. It's doing what I wrote in the my little deal here. I put that in there. I don't know, like 4 or 5 trading sessions ago. I said, it's going to come down, squeeze up, and then break out. Well, here's the breakout with a big bullish engulfing today. Bullish engulfing is, I don't even need to draw it in there. The arrow's already in there. It's going to go higher, guys. Hiya, hiya. Where are we going to go? Hiya. That's where we're going. URA. Bullish piercing. Where's that going to go? Let's draw it in there. It's going that way. It's going that way. Would I buy uranium companies? Me personally, at this particular area, yes, I would. I would. Uranium. Bullish piercing. Higher. What's a bullish piercing? It opens up below it, closes above the 50th percentile of the candlestick before it. If you were to zoom in, it's just really a trend line that is broken here. That's broken to the upside. I know it drew it kind of crappy there, but everything looks really good here, guys. It looks good. And I think we probably bottomed today in URNM and uranium, just uranium in general. URNJ up 2.8%, still looking good. It's going to go that way. I'll leave it in there. And if we don't, no, we're going to go higher. TAN's looking good. That looks good to go higher. We're right on support. We're starting to throw in the bullish candlesticks, bullish engulfing, move higher, slow pullback into it, which is basically a flag pattern. It looks good to roll on higher, sitting on support. If you like TAN, this is where I would pick it up. That's what I would do. COPX. Another one that's looking good. Bullish engulfing. Today, where are we going to go? We're going to go higher. I like how we come up. We pull back in a smaller fashion, and then we're going to rip. So that looks good. Lithium. Lithium also put in the bullish engulfing. Higher. RMX. Bullish engulfing. Higher. SPX. Bullish engulfing. Pull up. Not much of a sell-off, so we could go up, but we are still underneath this really cool trend line. We'll see if we can get up there. And then the NASDAQ, bullish engulfing here, bearish engulfing there. It's a smaller one. Tough read here, guys. Tough read. I don't like being underneath this resistance line. We do have bullish engulfings all through here, so we could come up and maybe we tag it this way or something like that. I don't like it, though. I don't like interest rates going up and staring at a NASDAQ. This is so overvalued. It's so ridiculous compared to where the interest rates are at. I just do not like this area or sector. Now here's something interesting, okay, guys? I drew this a long time. Somebody said follow the regional banking. What I have here is this is what I think is going to happen. And call me crazy, fine, whatever. All right. I think that housing market, for some reason, I don't know what they're going to do to pull this off. I don't know yet. I think this is going to go like this. I think it's going to go like that. And I think everyone's going to be wrong in the recession camp, potentially. And I'm not saying that this is 100% in the bag. I just think that with where we are in the expansionary phase of real estate, and I could be wrong, I get it. Nobody can afford homes. Okay, fine. But if there's some sort of inflation that's coming, perhaps, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's QE. Maybe they hold interest rates down for, I don't know what. I don't know what's coming. But why is this thing putting in an accumulation cylinder? And we're just starting to break to the upside of its downtrend, which means we could be just starting this thing to the upside. It's almost as if too many people are bearish on banks, and they shouldn't be. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll continue to watch it. Emerging markets holding steady today. Holding steady. XHB, I saw a lot of the individual stocks looking decent. This is a bullish engulfing. We'll see where this goes. I know it doesn't like interest rates to some degree, but we'll see. I think that's what's holding it down is interest rates. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hold the housing market down through interest rates, which is going to bankrupt the government. Good work, Powell. Move's looking good. Another bullish engulfing here. That looks like it wants to go higher. Here, I'll take that out and put that. Your reversal points is bullish engulfing here, and you get another bullish engulfing. I see this set up all the time. So yeah, we're going to go higher. Copper, probably put in the low here. We'll see if this thing gets a bounce to the upside. Looks like everything is looking pretty strong. Iron ore looking fantastic. Looks like that wants to rip higher. Watch for this to go on up. Iron ore companies, steel companies, dry bulk shipping. I think people are positioned wrong, guys. The recession does not look like a recession. This looks like iron ore is going up. I don't know when iron ore goes up that we get these recessions. I don't know. But it looks too good to me. Nickel. Let's see if nickel's putting in a bottom here. Not yet. Wait for some buying pressure. We need the green army to show up. It's not open yet. Aluminum. Aluminum is, man, what are we doing here, aluminum? Right on support. This here could be if you look at steel, you look at iron ore, and you overlay it to aluminum, they basically trade the same. This here, I think, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's almost like a Livermore accumulation cylinder, and we're just at the bottom of it. So, if you guys are part of the website, the aluminum companies I like. Up to you on what you want to do down here. I think it's look for a buying pressure day. I think aluminum could be a good one to look at. Baltic Dry Index moving on higher. Our Baltic Dry Index companies, or I should say, dry bulk shipping companies, are doing well. They are breaking out of their patterns right now. We are going to run to the upside. I'm glad. Hopefully, you guys got what you wanted. Again, I can't advise anything. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I picked up what I could, and they're starting to run out and breaking their patterns just like Baltic Dry Index is. Now, coal. Coal is down. Yeah, coal is down today. What I would do with coal, I would be watching it like a hawk, and I would be looking for potential entry points in coal. We can look at all the coal companies. I can do that again for everyone on the website. I can give you my opinions tomorrow on the midweek update. But coal is looking really good. And that could be one to look at if you want to play coal. Because remember, natural gas, TTF, and Henry Hub have broken to the upside. This is just a lagger. This will break with time for the patient investor. So, man, I've got a lot more to buy. BTC up a little bit, but for the most part, sideways. And then we've got Ethereum also down quite a bit today, down 2.25. I don't know how to read these, guys. This looks like the NASDAQ to me, and I know the NASDAQ is overvalued. Is this going to crash? I don't know. I mean, I really want to figure this out. I mean, if I were to just throw this up, that's what it looks like. It looks like some sort of sending wedge that's possible. And then you better hope that thing breaks to the upside, not to the downside, if you guys like Bitcoin and Ethereum. But this is a tough one to read. There are other things that we could maybe look at, like Bitcoin miners and all that stuff, and see what their chart patterns look like. But that's what I've got for today, guys. Interest rates just ripping. They're ripping to the upside. That's generally very good for commodities. Generally, like very good. What does that mean? Interest rates up. Money rotates out of bonds and generally out of stocks. Your risk-free return in bonds impacts your net present value calculations in high growth stocks. They're the ones that get impacted the most, but it impacts all of them. And money under that condition rotates over into our stuff, in the commodities and precious metals. Precious metals look good. They look really good. And so does a lot of the commodities. So it's occurring. It's happening right now. We could be at the precipice of a very big move occur any second. Uranium ripping, oil ripping, nat gas ripping, Baltic Dry Index, copper, everything just all going up. They could all go up together. This could be the third wave. Gold participates in the third wave, like it did in 0304. So it's looking like that is the potential case here. So if you guys want to follow all this, you can obviously click subscribe to the channel, or you can join the community use the word discount and coupon code. You can sign up for a yearly membership. Anyone can sign up for a yearly membership at any time, even if you're a monthly member, and get that discount. It's a larger discount if you want to save money and if you like being a part of the community and my updates. All right, guys, that's all I've got for today. We will catch you later.